Back Woody Gang. This your boy Double O Melo, and I'm back with another one. And pretty much, yo, this is me. You know what I'm saying? This is a real serious subject. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, because I am I'm from Chicago. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying. Not ashamed of it. Ain't never been ashamed of. I heard people talking about, oh man, you from Chicago. You should be embarrassed. Like, is you dumb? Like, this is one of the best cities in the world in this United States, in my opinion. But it's neither here nor there. I wanted to do. I wanted to get into the vlog and stuff. This is one of the reasons why I picked up a camera and really started taking this YouTube thing serious, because I wanted to start doing vlogging and blogging about things that I just be in my mental state and what I be thinking about with certain things, or just being on YouTube and seeing certain stuff and just hearing people talk. So hip hop. Hip hop is hip hop. The game is the game. We hate it or love it, it's here. And it haven't come to no surprise or whatever. Everybody been going off of these vlogs and pretty much saying about this whole indictment with Oblock and this situation that's going on with them. And most people saying, hey, it's coming to an end. This might be the downfall of them. If you don't know what Oblock is, it's a group that's in Chicago. I ain't calling them a gang. I'm gonna call them a group, because gang layers is in multiple segments. Police is a gang. Your government is a gang. If y'all really want to get down to it, we could. But I don't want to. I'm trying to make this video as short and sweet as possible. But I wanted to get to my point, because a lot of people um, are talking about this situation and saying, "Oh, these niggas have snitched on each other. It's a RICO act. They dumb." And there was a lot of speculations and allegations going on. This is one of the reasons what stopped me. Like, hold on, let me pump my brakes on this whole reacting to certain street things that have went on allegedly, and what I'm saying, the game. Now, people are saying vloggers are the reason why it happened, or they blaming them, and honestly, it ain't. You gotta blame the individuals that done it. Long story short, and if you in these streets and you agree to do it, again, there is no gray area. You can't play sides with this. It's either you in or you out. You out. You off the porch or you not. You can't play sides. And I'm one of them type of people where, bro, think long and hard before you jump into anything. I don't care what you're doing in life. So, with the streets, whatever you doing, just period, think long and hard before you do it. Now, everyone was trying to get on these young cats about the younger audience about, hey, what I'm saying, how they go about doing their music. Let's make something clear, very clear right now, because I'm totally unbiased in this situation. I don't have no ties to any of these individuals involved, but I'm more so in the sense of outside looking in, and this is my perspective. When it comes to music, because you got it's like now YouTube is the battle with the old heads. You got the dumb YouTube mindset of people that's doing this thing, that's coming out with all these very like biased and seem like they have mental issues type of opinions towards things. And then you have the ones that's like, yo, we in these streets, we're young, you know what I'm saying, we know what's going on, and what you're saying is totally false. Now, do we need help in the black community? Of course. Every community need help. You know what I'm saying? This isn't just a one-sided situation. Um, but yes, is one group down bad, worse than compared to others? In most eyes, yes. In most cities, yes. When it comes to power and authority, yes. But wrong is wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong, period. And your state or wherever you live at ain't better than the next person's. So let's get that out there right now. When it comes to this music deal, what the younger cats is doing ain't new. This isn't new. Like, I guess everyone forgets, you know what I'm saying, the 50 Cent situation where everyone loves Get Rich or Die Trying, but when you look at the storyline between Get Rich and Die Trying and his music video Wankster, which he attacked, Ja Rule back in the days, it was about a nigga rapping lyrics that he didn't commit. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do none of those acts of crimes that you so-called say you did. You wasn't on the block. You wasn't selling drugs. You didn't shoot nobody. How are you rapping like this? How are you portraying that lifestyle? And it was in a rap form. Even though, yeah, you was faking it, guess what? You was talking about someone else's lifestyle. So again, if alphabet boys get involved and you are putting two and two together, even though yes, you're allegedly just saying words, it still can be traced back to someone. You know what I'm saying? So you can say they was either snitch. If you want to say that snitching or snitching on yourself, there you go. It's the same format. So again, a bigger concern is the attack on freedom of speech, because again, back in the days, like you said, you can rap your feelings and your emotions about a certain particular situation, what's going on, and all of this is alleged. You know what I'm saying? This is all alleged until the alphabet boys can put it together and solve a crime. So you can't sit here and put this on someone or put this on an individual until either it goes in court and either they found guilty or not guilty. That's the whole point of us having this judicial system, or this system that we abide by with the government. You're proven guilty. You proven innocent until proven guilty. You know what I'm saying? You're innocent until proven guilty. I just messed that all up. But anyway, I wanted to do this because it's a paperwork party, and what's better with a paperwork party than to actually get paperwork? You get what I'm saying? Everyone else can come with speculations. You can come with your own opinion about some things, but facts are facts, or the lack thereof of facts. You know what I'm saying? You, if you're going to court, they're gonna bring out some paperwork. So I follow this channel, man. Shout out to the homies, man. I'm gonna put them up on screen. I've been following them for a minute, but Crown TV. If y'all have not checked them out, I definitely check them out, bro. I said this about them yesterday, but they got everything. Like you see the BMF content. They had the I was following them for the Nipsey Hussle. That's how I fell up on them, stumbled upon this channel, is because of the Nipsey Hussle joint. And I was like very intrigued with what was going on with the court case, and rest in peace to King Nip. But the Eric Holder situation, they break it down to you. You know what I'm saying? All the paperwork, what's being said in court, and he said, she said, all that, who pointed who out. These is factual court cases. This is like first 48 on steroids. You know how when they, you know what I'm saying, they go in and they go into the interrogation room, they did the crime, you know what I'm saying, the FBI is trying to solve it. They go in and hit them with the interrogation. Either they fold or they didn't fold. And then when they hit you with that, all of these guys are proven, innocent until proven guilty. Or he's the one to go to court and we got to do an update. This is that type of update. You feel what I'm saying? So, this is the Oblock joint. I'd rather go with facts than all the other bullshit and all the speculations. The reason why this is being brought up like it's being brought up, in my opinion, how hell bent that the alphabet boys and the government bit and Laura Lightfoot have been pressing on this, is because of the individual who got shot, which was FBG Duck, and the location. Mainly the location, honestly. It's mainly the location. If he wouldn't have got shot in that particular area, ain't no telling what would happen. I'm not even gonna go into no speculation in deep of what was gonna happen. I'm just gonna say ain't no telling what would have happened at that point. Is this over with? I highly doubt it, in my opinion. I love my city without a shadow of a doubt. Just like any other place, we have our issues just like everybody else does, but we also have some good times and some great times in our city just like everybody else does. So respectfully, for everyone that's involved in this, RIP to them people that lost their lives. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get better and it can be some healing taken in place with this situation. But let's get into the real facts and the real opinion, real paperwork of what's going on. Woo, that was long, but that was a long introduction because this is my first video on doing this. So All right, so check out Court TV, man. Real factual documentation.
Yeah, what's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to Crown TV Course, brought to you by Crown TV and CrownTVNews.com. Make sure y'all go check out the website when y'all get a chance. I go by the name of Prince. I want to thank y'all, as always, for the continued support that y'all show this channel. We are less than 3,000 subscribers from reaching that 100,000 subscriber milestone, which is something that I could hardly fathom when we started this channel. So for everybody who's ever liked the video, share the video, hit the Cash App, which is a rare occasion. We need to work on that. Share the channel with somebody. I greatly appreciate y'all. Now, a lot of people have been asking why we haven't touched on this yet. There are two reasons for that. Number one, I've been sick. I've been under the weather, so I haven't been able to do really anything that involves speaking. Number two, this is a very new case, y'all. There's not a lot of information being generated at this apart. A protective order is an order that all co-defendants in federal cases sign, saying that
like I said before, this is this like just happened like maybe a week or two ago. I think it was about a week or two ago. But everyone getting arrested and getting indictments and everything else. So like I said, the YouTube streets have been crazy. Oh, such and such snitching, someone doing this. It's a closed indictment. They got a vehicle. They got satellite NASA cameras. They got the whole thing. Like, bro, it's been a crazy situation with this video, with this case.
They agree not to talk about the evidence in this case, which may or may not include confidential sources, informants, or witnesses, which are also three different things. A confidential source, which is actually mentioned in this document in this case, is a law-abiding citizen. This is not a criminal. This cannot be a co-defendant. This is a law-abiding citizen who provided information. This is much different from a cooperating witness and also a confidential informant. A confidential informant and a cooperating witness may be involved in criminal activity. So I just wanted to clear that up. A protective order is about protecting the evidence in the case from the public, and this is why you don't hear federal co-defendants ever discussing their case, because they signed this agreement. So we're gonna move on and get to this indictment.
Get all the bullshit.
All right, so we're looking at a 7-count indictment. All 5 co-defendants have been charged in each count. So as we go through the counts, I won't be saying who's been charged. So just keep a mental note of that. All 5 co-defendants charged in each.
So pretty much what he's saying is 5 defendants, it's 5 individuals being charged. You can look up the names. I know the names, but I'm not gonna mention them like that for clout or anything. But it's 5 that's getting charged. 7 charges. So 5 for each one. It depends on what they did or what they find out that the individuals have done, what they would get charged for. But it's 7 on them already.
Count. Also, we know that this is all related to one event. This may change in the future with a superseding indictment or multiple superseding indictments, which very well might happen in this case.
So what they gonna do is, I'm gonna tell you now, they gonna hit you. Even though they got 7 charges, well, pretty much what he's saying is, even though they gave them 7 charges, they gonna try to hit them with the max. Like the max is going to be portrayed or shown. Like they can get hit with the max, but they probably not going to get hit with the max. I think I was hearing that they was talking about probably the death penalty for this as well. I don't think they're gonna get the death penalty at all. I gotta look up Chicago's. Illinois', stipulations on the death penalty, like when the last time we had one or whatever. But I highly doubt that they're gonna get that. At best, they're gonna get some nice little football numbers for this charge, like without a doubt. But that's if they done it. You know what I'm saying? That's if they did it. Hopefully they got some good lawyers or whatever the case may be, and justice prevail. You know, what happens in court. But our gun laws out here is crazy. Like compared to Indiana's, Indiana is like, yeah, bro, you can get away with damn near murder out there when it comes to getting a gun. That was probably one of the reasons I think that they got just speculating. I think that's one of the reasons why they ended up getting hemmed up. Also, is because for what I was hearing, the cats was getting guns from Indiana, scalping them and bringing them out here in Illinois. Allegedly, the guns that was involved came from Indiana. That's all alleged. Don't know yet, because you got to look at the indictment case.
Count number 1 is murder in the aid of racketeering. This is a violent crime in the aid of racketeering. Whenever you have a racketeering case that involves a murder, for everybody who is involved with that murder, this now becomes a death penalty case. So the minimum penalties for this count is either the death penalty or life in prison. Now, why it's either or is that this decision is up to the Attorney General whether or not he wants to pursue the death penalty. Now, one thing a lot of people don't understand about the death penalty is that it is very controversial. This is something that they want to get rid of. This is something that they don't want to give out. So in cases like these, the death penalty is more often than not pursued. If you go back in recent history and look at the types of cases that have gotten the death penalty, you'll see what I'm talking about. This is not the type of case where an attorney general usually chooses to pursue the death penalty. Again, now, whenever you have a group of individuals who can be linked together or associated, in fact, it becomes an enterprise according to the feds, and this becomes a racketeering case. This is very important, y'all. Now, always stress this. This is not about a name. This is not about calling yourself something. All you have to do is be able to be associated to be considered an enterprise. So,
yeah, that's what's hurting them now because Oblock being Oblock. So if you got, that's why it's so, it's like it's such a thin line with it because let's just say, for example, I got like, we gonna say I got 5 friends and we call ourselves a certain said group, or you know what I'm saying, they can hit you with this depending on what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We got tattoos, chains, we on video repping, blah blah blah. They can hit you with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they grasping for straws, but then they not. You get what I'm saying? Cause I can have what if that's a basketball group that I got?
Now this becomes a racketeering case, and all of the violent crimes become violent crimes in the aid of racketeering, and now carry stiff penalties in the form of mandatory minimums. I hope y'all got all that. Moving on to count number 2. Count number 2 is causing the death of a person through the use of a firearm. This is pretty self-explanatory. This can also be penalized by death, life in prison, or any number of years, and it's also up to the Attorney General whether or not he or she wants to pursue the death penalty. The reason why I keep saying this is because I know there are family and friends of these people who are listening to these podcasts and listen to us talk about this case and may be concerned when they keep hearing us talk about the death penalty, the death penalty, the death penalty. So we want to give them some comfort. These are usually not the type of cases where an attorney general is going to pursue the death penalty. Count number 3.
Like he said, so like pretty much like he just said, like I said, in Illinois, you probably got to look up Illinois laws with that. They just give you the max. They just tell you what's the very max that you can get, life in prison or death. That's not saying that you're actually going to get that, because one, they got to make sure the shit stick. Whatever sticks, they can give you crazy ass numbers from that, depending on the judge. You know what I'm saying?
It's conspiracy to commit murder. This has to do with the plotting and the planning of someone's murder. This is not the same as murder. This carries a maximum of 10 years. Count number 4 is assault with a dangerous weapon resulting in serious bodily injury. If y'all remember, there were 2 other people who were shot. This is for the one that they are calling victim number 1. And this charge carries a max of 20 years. Count number
Hold on, you
5
can
is
tell. Look,
carrying, brandishing, and discharging a
you see
firearm
what I'm
in
saying? You see
furtherance
that?
of a
I did
crime
not
of
watch
violence.
this.
That last part is important because it makes this a 924C, which is an
Said
enhancement
carrying and
which
brandishing a
comes with
disarmed
mandatory
firearm. And
minimums now. So for
okay,
carrying a firearm, you get a mandatory minimum of
yeah,
5
because the
years. And
Illinois law,
remember,
Illinois law
you
is
don't
totally
actually
different when it
have to be the
compares
person
to
carrying it
Indiana's.
to
'Cause
be
they
in
the closest
possession
one
of
that's on
it in a
comparison.
federal
But
case.
when it comes to
For
Indiana,
brandishing a firearm,
it's
you
different
get a
than
mandatory
Illinois.
minimum of 7
And I
years,
lived in
and
both
for
states, so
discharging a
Indiana and
firearm,
Illinois.
you get a mandatory minimum of 10 years, and those are all going to be handed out respectively, meaning where they apply to each of these defendants should these
Bro,
defendants be convicted of this charge. Count number 6 is
assault real quick,
identical
man.
to
Just
count
for
number 4. This is assault with a
man
dangerous
around
weapon
stuff.
resulting in serious
20
bodily injury.
years.
This is for victim number
Woo.
2 or the second person who was shot and not killed. This also carries a maximum of 20 years, just like count number 4. Count number 7 is another 924C that is identical to count number 5, carrying, brandishing, discharging a firearm, and furtherance of a crime of violence. This is an enhancement. It carries the same
what I'm
penalty
saying,
for
bro.
each level
5,
of
7.
participation, whether that be carrying,
Then if they
brandishing,
gonna try to
or
come up with they
discharging.
backlash
So those are the
shit.
7 counts in the
Alright,
indictment.
that's what his video. But that he pretty much named out the 7 counts. Now again, with those 7 accounts upon those 5 individuals, they still have to prove within a shadow of doubt, excuse me, that those individuals, 1, did the crime, 2, was there, 3, planned it out, or it was an orchestrated hit, and then 4, they gotta actually break down who did what in this situation. You know what I'm saying? It again, it's a crazy situation, but just because you're hearing them maximum charges, that is not the case to say that that's what they're gonna get. Um, that's the great thing about this situation. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they got some good lawyers, and whoever did it, you know what I'm saying, get the right proper time of what they supposed to get. Again, we gonna be doing paperwork parties on this one and a couple more cases. Definitely check out Court TV. Make sure y'all hit his CashApp. Let me go look for the CashApp again, bro. Cause man, support the channel, support what they doing. This is like, you can remove all of that speculation of who did what, who possibly did something. You can remove all of that out the way, and you come straight here and get it from the source. You get what I'm saying? They in the courtroom, they break it down, they read to you what's going on, and you get what I'm saying? You figure it out from there. Matter of fact, I'm looking for his joint now because I was told you I wasn't playing. You gotta support this type of content, man. That's the real. All right. Boom. Yeah, like I said, man. I can't show it. It's too fuzzy, but man, support these type of people, man. When they come with good stuff, good content like this. This your boy Double O Melo. Let me know if y'all want to see more of this. If you don't, I'm still gonna do it. I'll probably put it on Twitch or something. But this your boy Double O Melo. One love and God bless. Peace.